Alright guys, welcome back to another video here on Marvel Snap. This is actually the second video I want to put out today. This is going to be about the actual gameplay of the card game, on how quick it is. So when we heard about the last thing, it says that it's about like 3 minutes, give or take. It's you can have a minimum of 12 cards in your deck at any given time, and you have to just capture 3 locations, and that's it. So it seems interesting, so let's just go ahead and see exactly what what the actual gameplay is. So let's take a look here. The video is about 13 minutes long, so that's pretty much how long this video is going to be.
This is Ben Brode from Second Dinner. And,
okay, how you doing, Ben?
Games of Marvel Snap to show you today. I'll pause them to cover some high-level details and strategy. I can't wait to show it to you. Let's jump in.
All right, Marvel Snap. All right, let's see how this is.
A ranked match. There's going to be something at stake here. The game is all about the Cosmic Cube.
Rank. I love ranked games.
Power, but what's better than one Cosmic Cube is every Cosmic Cube from every dimension in the multiverse.
Okay.
That's what Marvel Snap's about. That's how we determine your rank. So the more Cosmic Cubes you have, the higher your rank on the ranked leaderboard. The winner of this
interesting.
Win one Cosmic Cube, and the loser's going to lose one Cosmic Cube, and your rank is going to go either up or down.
Okay, that's good to know. It seems pretty simple for ranked games.
I'm playing a deck that tries to buff my own cards, and the first location here is Wakandan Embassy.
Wakanda forever!
Gives +2 power to cards
in player's hand.
So all the cards that started in my hand are going to get an extra little bonus here. Every location has a different, unique ability. We don't know what the other two are going to be just yet. They're going to reveal themselves next turn and the turn after that. The goal of the game is to win 2 out of 3 locations.
Okay, so 2 out of 3 locations.
Then I win the game. Now, I win locations by playing my cards at them, and every card has a certain amount of power, and it adds its power to a location.
Okay.
If you have more power on your side of the location than your opponent has on their side of the location, then you're winning that location. Again, you gotta win 2 out of 3 to win the game.
Okay.
So, turn 1, I have 1
so the most power on
energy each turn. Only 1 card I have in my
was
hand.
it turn 6?
Yondu is going to add 2 power to a location, and also when he reveals himself to my opponent, he's going to destroy the top card of my opponent's deck. Which will give me a little more.
That's pretty good.
What kind of deck my opponent
just you could actually just randomly snipe out a really good card from their deck.
So while I am thinking about what I want to do, my opponent's thinking about what
snipe them.
And we both
took on Nightcrawler.
Reveal our choices to each other.
Hawkeye.
Destroys Nightcrawler there. My opponent plays Hawkeye, which gives him a little bonus if
you play a card here next turn +2 power. So Hawkeye gets his buff. It's a pretty good card.
Wakandan Embassy next turn. And the middle location here is Avengers Compound. It says on turn 5, all cards must be played here.
Must be played here. Wow.
Avengers Compound on turn 5. The game is only 6 turns long. It's pretty short, and you have to be winning 2 out of 3 locations at the end of turn.
So you only got 6 moves. That's it. Interesting.
Sinister, who splits in half, and both
I like that.
A copy of himself. And I play Forge, who has already been buffed by Wakandan.
Give the next card you play +2 power.
So actually, Mr. Sinister's quite good with that buff because he will split and get 2 more powerful copies. My opponent played Star-Lord, which
if your opponent played a card here this turn +3 power. Oh wow,
but he played it.
So he buffs himself.
Interesting. And I didn't play there, so he didn't get the bonus. So it's turn 3. Let's see what the third location is going to be. The Space Throne.
Space Throne.
Wow.
Only one card can be played.
Card can be here for each player.
So you want to put your highest powered card there.
A bunch of cards to try and get the highest power I can. But Space Throne means I should just play my highest card, I think. It will overcome my opponent's highest card at that location. I played Forge last turn, so the next card I play is going to have +2 power. So I'm going to play Brood. And Brood...
Add 2 Broods to this location with the same power. Ah, that's pretty smart. Very smart.
That's great with Forge because all of the copies will have 2 extra power. Oh, my opponent played Electro, which destroys an enemy 1-cost card at that location, so it destroys my Yondu.
Wow, look at that, +18. Wow, that's really good.
Power Broodlings.
That's a really good card.
I have 18 power there. That's huge. It's turn 4. We're over halfway through the game here.
That's crazy.
And next turn, I will have to play to Avengers Compound. I really want to get Knowhere, as big as I can get Knowhere. So I'm going to play Nakia here, and that buffs all the cards.
You have all cards in your hand +2.
I don't want to waste any energy, so I'm going to play Ant-Man as well. It's a little bit risky because
if you have 3
only have 4
cards here +3 power.
Okay. Means that I won't be able to play any more cards to Wakandan Embassy. It gives my opponent a lot of information about how strong I am there. But it's going to be a lot of power. I feel pretty good about being able to win Wakandan Embassy, so I'm not too worried about giving away that.
You have 18 power there. That's crazy.
All the cards in my hand, giving them +2 power. My Knowhere's getting bigger and bigger, which is really helpful for me to try and affect my strategy. Oh, my opponent plays
Spider-Man!
Oh, no, Spider-Man.
Your opponent can't play cards this location. Oh, that sucks. He locked them out.
because of Avengers Compound, I have to play there and nowhere else. So I actually can't play any cards this
Oh, pretty good. That's a smart move.
It's terrible for me. I just have to do nothing and end my turn.
Oh, feels bad.
He's useless. Mr. Sinister, useless. I just have to watch while my opponent does whatever they want.
That's funny.
Side. That is terrible for me. And it looks like they're gonna play Iron Man. Oh no!
Your total power is double. Wow! So he automatically won this round.
Powered Avengers Compound. So my play is just to play Namor to Space Throne. Maybe get a little extra power to try and win tiebreakers by playing Mr. Sinister to the middle location. But this is not looking great for me. If he has that big enough...
add a Sinister clone to this location, same power.
Really important to note about the last turn of the game is that the cubes at stake will double at the end of the game.
Okay.
At this point, it is my last opportunity to think about, am I going to win this game or am I going to lose this game? Because if I'm going to lose, I should bail out right now and retreat while the stakes are still at 1. But if I stay in and see how this game ends, then I have to risk 1 more cube. So the winner, if I stay in, the winner's going to win 2 cubes and the loser's going to lose 2 cubes. It'll be a little bit more of an impactful game towards my rank.
I see.
Namor pretty high.
So it's pretty much like double or nothing at that point.
So Namor gets a big bonus because he's the only card in location, so he goes up to 14. Mr. Sinister not doing too much right now, but giving me a little extra power. Oh, my opponent plays Magneto. Magneto grabs all the 3 and 4 cost cards and moves them to that location, but there's no room for any more cards because the Space Throne can only have 1 card in it, so that's less power than Namor thanks to my Nakia, which means I win
he won. That's smart.
And I've won the game, and the cubes have doubled, so I get 2 cubes.
So the state, okay.
Up the ranks.
Okay, so the stage itself has stipulations, and you can only, and the stipulations override whatever card you play. Okay, that's interesting.
Game 2, and the first location here is X Mansion at the end of turn 3. Add a random card here for each player. So we'll have to see how that affects things at the end of turn 3. I have 2 options here. I can play Ant-Man or Yondu. Ant-Man gets a bonus, an ongoing ability to give me a bonus if I have 3 other cards at the location. I think X Mansion is the most likely case where I'll be able to have 3 other cards because it's going to add its own card at the end of turn 3, making that a little bit easier for me. My opponent didn't planning on turn 1, so here it is turn 2. Middle location is Crimson Cosmos. 1, 2, and 3 cost cards can't be played here.
Wow, interesting.
I have 1, 2, and 3 cost cards. That's not great for me. I do have 2 energy to spend this turn, so I'm going to play Rocket Raccoon. If I guess correctly...
So you can't play... Can you play Rocket on the random spot? I guess you can. I guess that's not the smart thing to do.
And I'll toss Yondu over to the right location.
I guess you can.
And it destroys the top card of my opponent's deck. I did guess correctly where my opponent's going to play, so I got that extra boost for Rocket Raccoon. Yondu destroys Star-Lord. That's a bummer. And Elektra destroys the Rocket Raccoon I just played.
Feels bad.
So third location here is Knowhere.
Nowhere.
When I play a card here, destroy it. So I got very lucky that I got Yondu in before it revealed, so it didn't get affected by its trigger. That's huge for me because my opponent may not be able to get a card into Knowhere. Now any card that he plays there is going to be immediately destroyed. So he's going to have to be pretty crafty to be able to sneak something in there. And I've already got a winning position at that location.
Oh, that's pretty fun.
Add 2 power to every card in your deck. So every card I draw from now on will get a bonus. And this is turn 3. So after this turn, we're going to see what pops out of X Mansion here. Hopefully it's something good for me.
This is very interesting. I like this.
Here goes a Koye, giving me +2 power to every card in my deck. My opponent played Rogue.
Oh, Rogue, okay.
Rogue, if she touches somebody, she steals their power. So she's going to fly over and touch Ant-Man, stealing his ongoing ability. And now Ant-Man does nothing, and Rogue has Ant-Man's power. And let's see what pops out of the X Mansion. Death is great for me. 12 power is humongous.
Wow.
And my opponent flips Hobgoblin. Oh,
-8?
-8 power, but Hobgoblin flies over to my side of the location, giving me -8 power, and taking the last slot at X Mansion, which is absolutely terrible for me.
That's funny.
My opponent knows I can't get more than 6 power there.
Wow.
It's really easy for my opponent to be able to come up with enough power to win there. At least I'm winning Knowhere right now, but this is a really tough turn. I don't really have anything I can do that's very effective. I can't play any of these cards at the middle location because of its effect. So I could play something to Knowhere, but it's going to just do it on a reveal and then
it's going to get destroyed.
So Nakia could buff the cards in my hand, but that doesn't help that much. I can't play them anywhere that matters. I'm going to play Brood to the right. It's going to summon Broodlings. They're not played. They're just added, so they don't get affected by Knowhere's triggered effect. Gives me a little bit more power to Knowhere in case he does find a way to sneak a card into that location without playing it. So there goes Brood. He dies. There's Nightcrawler, so that's a way to sneak a card out of Knowhere. Nightcrawler can move once a game. Ironheart can buff buffs 3 of your cards. So actually, it's a little bit of stronger Nightcrawler now, which is significant because if I hadn't played the Broodlings, then my Yondu would have been defeated by my opponent's Nightcrawler.
Oh,
so
okay.
This is tough. I could just play Namor this turn, but I think I'm going to play Nakia. It's going to just get destroyed, but it's going to buff Namor just that little bit more, which is...
So the cards get the effect regardless if it's going to get destroyed. Okay.
Cosmos, and I want it to be as strong as it possibly can be. And I'm looking at my board right now, and I'm thinking, I've got Knowhere. I feel good about that. My opponent's going to get X-Mansion. That's not great, but I have a big Namor. And I just won a game with a big Namor. I feel like I'm probably going to win this one too. So I'm going to snap. And when you snap, you say to your opponent, I'd like to double the stakes. I feel really, really good about winning this game. So I would like to play for more cubes. And your opponent is thinking, wow, okay, I could retreat right now for the 1. If I stay in, I risk 2. The winner's going to win 2. The loser's going to lose 2. Is that worth it? And
oh, I like that.
Maybe I should bail, or maybe they're bluffing me and they want me to leave because they have a crappy hand and they want to see me leave now and win at least 1 cube for them.
That's actually really fun.
Nightcrawler moves to Knowhere.
You can actually bluff your opponent.
And it's not enough to win Knowhere. The Kia does Iron Man. Oh, well, that's really interesting. Well, 0 times 2 is still 0. So they're not winning it right now, but any card they play there next is going to be humongous. It's going to be very hard for me to deal with. If they play Hulk or something, that's going to be 22 power. Namor's not enough to deal with something like that. They're going to have a huge... Oh, no, they snapped also. Well, that's terrible for me.
What does that mean?
That just guarantees, in my mind, that they're going to have some huge card there. Why would you snap if you didn't think you were going to easily overcome my Namor? So... yeah, if they snap now, the final cube's going to be at 8 because the cube's been doubled twice. Once by the end of game, double that happens at the end of every game, and once because my opponent just snapped. So in a normal
that's
game
crazy.
on the red ladder here, I would absolutely retreat. I'm looking at a potential 8 cube loss here if I lose this game. I would rather just lose the 2.
That's what 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 4 games.
That's a lot of power.
4 PvP games.
I'm just not confident that I'll be able to beat that. I'd rather lose 2 cubes than 8, so I'm going to retreat. I'm going to bail out of this game. Now, because I'm showing the game off for the first time here, I'll stick it out to show you how this would have gone if I had stayed in. But yeah, there's no chance I think I win this game.
That's funny.
My opponent just snapped to let me know he's got a great play here on turn 6. Oh, he played 2 cards. He's going to try and go for expansion as well. Rock Slide, that's only 6 power. Doubled, it's not enough to defeat my Namor, which means that if I had stayed in here for real, I would have won this game.
Oh!
So you can win the 2 cubes.
Oh, shoot.
Me stay in to win 8. Wow. I would have bought that bluff hook, line, and sinker if it was a real game. That is,
oh, snap. That's cool. I just said, oh, snap. That's cool.
8 cubes.
That's cool.
Snap and the end of game double all add up.
That is really, really cool.
Win I could possibly get on the ranked ladder here. 8 full cosmic cubes.
That's funny.
It's so fast. It's so fun. And we can't wait to see what kind of decks you'll create. So go sign up for the beta today.
Oh, yeah.
MarvelSnap.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you online.
Oh, yeah. So I already signed up for it. Hopefully I can actually get into the beta. That'll be super fun. Yeah, this is looking really cool because, like, if they're saying, like, at the start of, like, the global release is 150 cards. So obviously you got to read everything. So, you know what I mean? You're going to have so many different strategies and gameplay. It's just going to be insanity. I cannot wait to actually play this game. I really hope I can get into the beta. Definitely stay tuned. I will definitely be bringing some more content and some more information whenever I do hear it. So, yeah, that's my reaction for Marvel Snap. I cannot wait. The brand new Marvel card game that's coming to global. There's no official date just yet, but there is a beta. You could go on the official website and sign up for the beta right now. And yeah, so until then, guys, thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I cannot wait to play this game and snap everybody out. All right, until then, see you guys next time.